Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Sir James coming at you guys with another video. Hopefully you guys are doing alright out there. Today I received another lightsaber, which will make it my third lightsaber with the Profi board, which we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a couple of minutes. Before we get into that, I just want to kind of share these two quick little items here. This one was actually sent to me as a gift when I was at work. A little Yoda figure there. And I also received a thermal detonator, which is 3D printed and working lights. So very cool. We're actually going to talk a little bit more about this this weekend, because I want to try to put a small little video together to showcase some items involving lightsabers that use a D-ring, and also to talk a little bit more about this as well. So hopefully you guys look forward to that one. But now we have another lightsaber to add to my collection, the little General Grievous.
Another lightsaber to add to my collection.
In my videos, what do you guys think? Should I just like toss them in here every time I get a new lightsaber? Just, you know, put that little meme up on there? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you are curious, yes, I did trim down my beard back to its normal states. That's because I miss the toned down version. I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked having the beard and all, but I think it would look better if the look of my face had a much older appearance to it. And I just miss my original look, so that's why I trimmed it back down. And plus it's been hot, so it just kind of helps in the end. Alright, so we got a few items here. Now the saber in question, as it says in the title, is the Graflex Supreme. Now I didn't order this from Korbanth though. Korbanth does have it on their site. This is actually an item I got from an individual, because the one on Korbanth was currently sold out, and I saw an individual on Facebook selling it who actually had it not that long, and I was kind of curious why he was selling it with it only having it for like what, 2 or 3 weeks. And put the box there. So according to him, the reason why he was selling it, I'm not sure if it was his girlfriend or wife, I forget what the relationship status was. I wanted to get the same saber, but she wanted to get one with a crystal chamber inside. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know what variation, if it's like the high-end ones or mid-tier ones, but I know I've seen some of those high-end crystal chamber lightsabers, which are very cool. I don't have anything that fancy. I've seen some listed on some site, but they were so expensive. So if you ever wondered, is Sir James rich? Well, until I start reviewing a bunch of lightsabers like that, the answer is no. I am not. I just work and manage my funds and typically earn back what I spend from these videos, so that also helps you guys, or that helps me out because you guys tune into these videos, which I do appreciate. So this is going to be our lightsaber blade, and it's a NeoPixel setup, by the way, if you're curious with the Profi board, but we'll get into the details here. And man, this is the heaviest NeoPixel blade that I have ever held. I'm assuming this is a heavy grade blade. It's got to be, because again, the initial weight. That's going to be an adjustment right there. Because all my other NeoPixel sabers are pretty light. This one again is heavy, so I'm assuming this is a heavy grade blade. Interesting. So hopefully the lights shine pretty good on that one. What we have here. So here we have a little charger here that he included. So very nice. It has room to charge 2 batteries, which is great. So I could put my I could put the one in my Darth Vader custom and then the one in this one on there at the same time. So that's great. And then we have the main item here. I don't know what happened to the box. I mean, I know he said he didn't have it for that long, but I am kind of curious what happened to the box there. That's kind of a bit weird. This box has seen better days, but oh well. As long as the main item is in pristine condition like he showed, then that's all I care about. And there's some items here in the battery. Okay. Check this out. Now, the actual hilt itself is from 89 Sabers, which is the same one in the MPP 2.5, the Darth Vader custom that I got. Let's see what's in here. So there's a battery in here, a screw, the D-ring. I know typically by default new you would get accessories so you could determine which option you want to do, which I believe the only two options you get for this one, specifically just the out-of-the-box context, is that you can do the New Hope or Empire Strikes Back, which I believe the grips that are on here are for New Hope. And if I recall, there's a site, I think it's Roman Props, you can get additional accessories. So whatever it is that I don't have here, if there's something that I want, I could easily get additional options for this. Because for the Darth Vader one, I was hoping to buy more or additional bottom pieces. I can't find anything, so I would have to buy like a completely empty hilt in order just to get the one piece I need. But maybe you guys know something that I don't. We have another clamp card, the bubble looking one. And there's 2 screws in here actually. Alright, and that's pretty much it. So let's see here. Just taking a closer look. This has also got a glass eye, so you'll be able to see a light shining through, and I'll show you guys in just a moment. Alright, seems to be in relatively good mint condition. Awesome. So the D-ring is right here. I think this is the D-ring that's used for the Empire Strikes Back, if it'll focus. So let me know, because now that I think about it, I think I should do the Empire Strikes Back version to go with my Darth Vader. I think that would be a good option. Because if I recall correctly, the Force Awakens had a copper appearance on the glass eye. I'll have to look back through my sources because, you know, I've been looking at lightsabers too long and there's so many different choices. So this is a button back here. This right here is not a button, but it's actually a toggle switch that you push down. This will act as your secondary switch. Then over here we also have the Graflix logo, which I've seen online for this one that you could also get one if you don't like the logo. For me, it's not really a big deal. It's not going to change how it performs. But if you don't like the logo, I have seen clamp cards that actually does not contain that if you prefer not to have that on there. Alright, so in order to get access to the pack, you have to flip this up, which then you can go ahead and remove the clamp card. This comes down like so. That is removed. And then that is also removed. And thus we have the internals. Now, I don't know if this was an install. I don't think this was an install by what's the company? I just said the name a second ago. Corbanth. Wow, I just got lost there. I think this was installed by someone else because the Corbanth install on the Vader one is a bit different. But I like the fact that on this one, this section is clear, so you can actually push the battery out. The Corbanth one, there's actually wires that are somewhat in the way. A little annoying, but it's still manageable. 28mm speaker. So cool, let's go ahead and pop in the battery. It's marked, yep. So this way is positive, that way is negative. All right. Nothing happened, but let's go ahead and put everything back on first. Or let's see, maybe if we flip. No.
Rey Skywalker.
Oh, there we go. Okay. For some reason, it didn't activate. Maybe by default, this is programmed to go to a different screen. The box freaked me out there for a second. Moved on its own. Let's go ahead and bring all these parts back. So I like how this comes apart. That's actually pretty cool. I forget which way the clamp card faces. We'll just put it in here. And then tighten everything up. And now everything is good to go. Awesome. Let's go ahead and bring over wherever I put the... Where did I put the blade? Oh, it's right here in front of my face. Sorry, it's It's a bit hot, I will say that. Cool, I think we're good to go. Which, by the way, the shirt that I'm wearing today is the Mandalorian one, with him reaching out towards the child. Let's go ahead and turn off this light. This light should be good enough. Let's go ahead and move this over. And you know what? I am curious. We'll save it towards the end of the video, but I have this digital scale here that I used for the Obi-Wan saber. Maybe we'll weigh the blade at this blade versus the one from Ultimate Works as a comparison. Alright, so let's see. We got our button up here. Awesome. I'm not sure if this is going to show. You notice it's white down here. But as we go up, we have more of a yellow. I don't have the blade secure. Do I have? I do. Okay. All right. Okay, the blade should be now secured. So I notice on this one, this is set up to where when you swing, it's white, goes back to yellow. Alright, and you'll notice sometimes the light stays there. I've noticed that happening with mine. Sometimes there's a an effect for when it turns off, depending on what kind of effect you have, which I'll probably edit or re-edit some of these, depending on what's on here right now. Let's see, next up.
This party's over.
That one is a Mace Windu. Huh. When I swing, it seems to go in a little bit more of a darker purple, which would be nice to have as a full blade. For whatever reason, I can never get a NeoPixel purple to look just right. On camera, again, it might be a bit different, but on camera it looks better.
I'm going to end this once and for all.
But in person, it's going to have mixed results. So you hold this and...
I don't think so. A Sith Lord?
And then...
There is much fear that clouds your judgment.
So some nice quotes. I actually have this on my Darth Vader one. I actually put it with... it goes Star Killer, then Star Killer goes, you know, I don't serve the Emperor. When you go to the next spot, it's the Emperor, and I have the whole unlimited power code on there. And then there's also a really cool lightning effect, and then afterwards it goes to the Mace Windu font. So I'm trying to put it in a specific order, trying to make sense of everything. Sounds like the Falcon. It's going to take some adjustment for the blade here, because again, this is on the heavier side of things. Let's see if there's any quotes on here.
Kid, I've flown from one side of this galaxy to the other. I've seen a lot of strange stuff, but I've never seen anything to make me believe there's one all-powerful force controlling everything. There's no mystical energy field controls my destiny.
That's a nice quote. I don't think I have this font either.
You made a fair move. Screaming about it can't help you.
Yeah, it's not wise to upset a Wookiee.
Yeah, better let the Wookiee win.
I call it luck.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Kid, I've flown from one side of this galaxy. A lot of strange stuff.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
I changed it so we don't have to hear the whole sound of everything again.
Not a Jedi yet.
Okay, so this one's blue, unless it is supposed to represent Luke with the other saber. Let's see.
Don't make me destroy you. Now, release your anger. Only your hatred can destroy me.
No, not.
Don't make me destroy you.
You ever heard that one?
You have only begun to discover your power. Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker.
That's the that's from Empire, if I remember correctly, right?
You have only begun to discover your power.
Because if it's the Empire one, that'd be great. to add to my Darth Vader one. And then I could add a Luke one with quotes related to Empire Strikes Back. That way it'd make it a good combination between the two sabers. That's what I would like to try to get out of it.
Come get it.
There we go. Another blue one.
My friends and I will stop you. I can't let you pass. You don't know me, but you know my weapon.
No, not really.
You're not going to win. You can't do this. I won't let you.
I just did though.
You don't know me, but you know my weapon.
Alright, so your next one.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake.
I always like a lot of the different hum features that we've seen in lightsabers.
I've seen your daily routine. You're not busy.
Oh, it's the training scene.
I know everything I need to know about you. I've seen your daily routine. You're not busy.
That is, there are only 3. For some reason, I get like a Harry Potter vibe on that one. I don't know why.
I've seen your daily routine. You're not busy.
Yeah, maybe not as many quotes as I thought.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Okay, I know this on this one. When you swing, it will go to a lighter green and going back to the darker, you know, bright green, if you will. Again, it's always hard to show on camera. Awesome. Let's see what quotes are on here. Oh, this is the one with the R2 quotes. Cool. For some reason, every time I hear R2, I keep thinking back of the, what was the video game? It was on the N64 Rogue Squadron, I believe was the name of it. Such a fun game. They need to remaster that one.
If you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will.
Empire Strikes Back one. Alright, so you notice how there's that extra stuff there? That's due to the sensitivity, which if I increase the numbers, then I'll prevent that. Again, that's easy to fix. We had that experience with the Leia one. This is just straight up out of the box without me doing anything. Also R2. I was kind of hoping for quotes for Luke on this one. I mean, hearing the no and the blade activate, I'll probably use that as a pre-on for sure for this particular build. But again, I was hoping to hear quotes from Luke. Maybe I'll have to see what I have though.
Greed can be a powerful ally.
Oh, we got Qui-Gon. I don't think I have a Qui-Gon one. I mean, I have an old Qui-Gon font, but I don't have one for my current builds at all.
We have no army, and I can only protect you. I can't fight a war for you. Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Keep your concentration here and now where it belongs.
But Master Yoda said I should be mindful of the future.
But not at the expense of the moment. Be mindful of the living force, young Padawan.
That's a quite long quote there. Actually, speaking of Qui-Gon, I know, I think it was Hot Toys. They're supposed to be releasing a Qui-Gon figure, which I want to try to get to pair him up with the Darth Maul that I have down here. I think that would be a nice addition. There we go. Here's that nice Sidious one. Notice it goes into white, then goes into the nice subtle red.
Let me help you to know the subtleties of the Force.
This one actually took a few of the quotes out to make it more Revenge of the Sith status on the Vader build. So there's a Force lightning thing on here too, which again, we'll go more into that when we actually do the review. Next up.
I am your father.
Oh, there we go. Empire. With the breathing.
Impressive. Most impressive. It is useless to resist.
I think this is the Vader font that I'm going to add.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. If you only knew the power of the dark side.
I accidentally added 2 quotes at the same time because I wasn't finished with the first one. But I was actually surprised it was playing both quotes. I never really noticed that.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Now it's finished. Alright, awesome. TIE Fighter. That's cool. So you notice you have your cooldown. Now watch this. I don't know why, but I just love the way TIE Fighters sound. Now, if only I could put this on a model kit, fly it around. It has the green. I love the sound of that. And you kind of got. Oh, it was too late, but there's going to be some other ones, I think. So we have a Kylo. No other effect, it's just the white and then back to the subtle. This one has, looks like just that Force stuff. Okay, no quotes on that one. Another Kylo one. Oh, that's that cool effect one. This is a, it's called, I believe it's the Absorb Prion that you can enable if you have a good enough font or Prion font to correspond with it because it matches up with the sound. It's a really nice one to have. Does this one have any quotes? Note that's also the Force. The sound of metal cooling down. But let's enable this again. And it was still playing the sound when it goes off. No idea what that one is. This one's just that one's just Force sounds. I don't know what that font belongs to.
The Dark Lord Sorrow.
Oh, this is that Lord of the Rings one. We've seen that one on the Vader one. You know that's going to be copyrighted, that's for sure. I don't know, that one's pretty cool. I love Lord of the Rings. Besides Star Wars, I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. I'm waiting for them to come out on 4K, hopefully.
Jedi, prepare for death.
As the Magna Guards, if I remember correctly. Now there's actually a cool thing that I recently discovered too on the Profi board is that there's this cool effect called melt. When you go into a forward thrust and then we're kind of like activating tip drag, but like you press it against a hard surface, you activate a melting point where the blade will actually have like a plain color, and as you rotate the blade it will go into an orange then red, like you're really slicing through a door, like back in episode 1 with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. Back on the trade config Federation ship. Wow, I can't believe I can't even say the damn word.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
That's a different looking Spire 1. There you go. Hopefully you guys can see all that reflection. Actually, maybe on the arcade. If you look back here, see, now you guys can see. And it's it.
Smooth Jedi.
And then that is our battery up on here. I think that's what it was at when it first booted on the Saber. I think that's where it goes to by default. And then
Rey Skywalker.
alright, back to default. Alright, cool. So that was a look, simply unboxing first impression type thing of the Graflex Supreme that I bought from an individual, but I've seen this also listed on Corbanth. I have noticed that a lot of the hilts and stuff on Corbanth is for the most part sold out. So they're definitely getting a lot of business. And just because I'm kind of curious, I am going to see how much or how heavy this blade is. Let's do a proper test here. Let me bring up this one. So this is a blade that was from Ultimate Works. If we place this on here, the Ultimate Works blade is 5.7 ounces. This one, I believe, is a Corbanth blade. If we put this on here, .0 ounces. So around 12 ounces. So there's our difference right there. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, please let me know in the comment section down below. Like I said, right now I'm still adding fonts and messing with the Profi board, but I have to say that in the current state of just not having a Profi board for not too long now, Profi is actually my new favorite soundboard at the moment. I've enjoyed CFX, but Profi, that's going to be my #1 board moving forward. And it's really hard because like once you mess with the Profi board, it's somewhat hard to look back on the other sabers because, you know, depending on which board is in there, can't quite do what Profi can. So it kind of throws me off. So, but don't worry, it's not like I'm going to give any other saber that I review any unfair advantages. It's just that coming from my standpoint, from reviewing the different ones, seeing what you can do on a Profi board, it's just it's sometimes hard to look back on the others. But anyways, regardless, I'm still having fun with the sabers. And again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And as for me, I'm going to go ahead and jump in the pool. You've probably seen it by now that I'm pretty much been sweating throughout this entire video. But you guys have a good rest of your day.